Grady Sizemore was born on August 2nd, 1982 in Seattle, Washington. Like many eventual major leaguers, he was a gifted athlete from a young age, starring in baseball, football, and basketball at Cascade High School in Everett, Washington, before eventually signing a letter of intent to play baseball and football for the Washington Huskies. The Montreal Expos picked him in the third round of the 2000 draft and used a $2 million signing bonus to lure him from that Huskies dual sport commitment. In 2002, 2 years into his pro career, he was part of a very famous trade, though at the time it wasn't clear that he would be such a big piece of that deal. Cliff Lee, Brandon Phillips, and Lee Stevens were joined by a 19-year-old Sizemore and sent to Cleveland for frontline pitcher Bartolo Colon and throw-in reliever Tim Drew. Sizemore debuted in the summer of 2004 and became a regular the following year. From 2005 through 2008, he developed into one of baseball's best players. Over those 4 seasons, he was behind only Albert Pujols, Chase Utley, and Alex Rodriguez in wins above replacement with 27.3, averaging nearly 7 wins per season as a dynamic 5-tool superstar. He missed just 9 games across those 4 seasons, totaling 639, a figure topped by only Ichiro Suzuki's 646 in that time. But things took a drastic turn in 2009, and he would never be the same again. At age 26, he played just 106 games, thanks to an elbow injury that would eventually require surgery. After 2009, he played just another 313 games over the next 5 seasons, missing 2 of them entirely as the injuries piled up, and a career that was once on a Hall of Fame trajectory was all of a sudden over by age 33. It was ostensibly over at age 27 as he posted a meager 665 OPS over those final 313 games with 21 home runs and 13 stolen bases, marks he exceeded in each of those 4 superstar seasons. What would have happened if injuries didn't overtake and derail such a bright star? This is Career Rerun. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for tuning in to episode 2 of Career Rerun, Grady Sizemore. First one was Bo Jackson. Thank you all so much for watching that. I appreciate all the kind words from those of you who tuned in. This one's a little bit more recent, but we do have another outfielder also derailed by injuries. Didn't also play pro football, though maybe he could have. He was going to play football at Washington for the Huskies, so maybe he could have done a little dual action there, although maybe we wouldn't have even gotten the 4 elite years that we got if he was also putting his body through the rigors of being a football running back the way Bo Jackson was. As you all know, I'm a huge Tigers fan. That's my favorite team. My favorite player ever is Curtis Granderson. And even though Grady Sizemore was on the rival team and played the same position, I couldn't help but love him too. I rooted for him a bunch. I had him in fantasy. I was not afraid to put Sizemore and Granderson on the same fantasy team and just dominate, really, because they were both so great for that time period. It's so unfortunate what happened to him with the injuries just overtaking him and really ending his career well before it should have, because this truly was, you heard the intro, this truly was a career that was on a Hall of Fame trajectory. You heard the names that were ahead of him for that 4-year period. Those are all 3 Hall of Famers. I mean, I'm an Utley guy for the Hall of Fame. Some aren't, but either way, Pujols, A-Rod, they're walk-in Hall of Fame guys. I'm talking about in terms of the stats that they put up. I know A-Rod has his own issues, but just in terms of the merit alone, he's a walk-in Hall of Famer. And Sizemore was pacing to that kind of season. Now, I started after the 2006 season, so it's not a full career rerun, but I want to get to a point where he was already great, but not quite done with that peak. I mentioned 05 to 08 was that peak, so we're the second year into the peak, but that first, holy crap year. 2005 was kind of announcing his presence. It was a great season, make no mistake about it, but 2006 was his first All-Star bid, and people were really starting to take notice that, hey, this guy is something special. So I wanted to join in there. I got to be honest, I looked at both 06 and 07. Interestingly enough, even though 2005 wasn't as good of a season, his numbers were actually better, his ratings. So I thought that was kind of weird. But anyway, I also did this one and came into the 2007 season after that one, 2006. And the numbers were a little bit worse, so I gassed them a little bit. I'll freely admit that. I'll show you what we're working with here. I tried to be honest about it, though. just absolutely dominant against righties, struggles a little bit against lefties for sure. I want to make sure that that's clear. We're not trying to make him a different player than he was. We want to take the skills that he had and see if we can avoid those injuries and have a longer career. The arm was not very good in center field, so we didn't change that at all. Struggles against lefties, absolutely owns righties. Can run a lot too. So that's where we're at with him. We might as well go ahead and get started here. I think we're going to be in spring training, so we got to get through all of that. We're looking at who's Omar Rivera? Is that a fake player? That might be a fake player. But would they give a fake player a premium? It doesn't matter. That's not what we're here for. My goodness. I'm already getting derailed. There's Joseph. See, this highlights perfectly what we missed with Sizemore, because you see that Votto's already a prospect here at age 23. Sizemore is 3 years older? No, literally 1 year older. So we could have feasibly, in an alternate reality, still had Sizemore playing right now and kind of in that Miggy, Pujols, Votto realm, where he probably wouldn't have been his best by any stretch of the imagination, but maybe he was playing a little bit of left field, a little bit of DH. Maybe he moved into the infield and he's a first baseman type. It's just his career might not have even been over if he'd have really had that Hall of Fame trajectory that he deserved. So let's get into it. Let's see what we've got here. We got to finish today. We got to get into spring training. Let's hope that he stays healthy through our first spring training. How brutal would that be if we were derailed off the top? Wait, is spring training not? I don't know. Let's get to opening day. Let's just do that, and then we'll figure out where everything's at. It says we're playing spring training, but I didn't see any games on the schedule. I don't really care. We'll see how he does in spring training. Hopefully we can get through the sim very quickly here. We do not care about a trade proposal. I'm going to have to change the settings for what it shows me, because we're not about that. We're about Grady. Oh, I see why. We had to finish that day in February, then it would populate the spring training schedule. So let's get to opening day. I'm going to go ahead and come back after that. I'm going to change these settings here so that we're not stopping. You guys don't care about spring training. I'll tell you the numbers, but we'll come back when that's done. All right, spring training is over. And Grady did pretty well. Not that we really care that much one way or the other, but I like to see a few homers. This is kind of how I treat it with fantasy players when I'm looking. If I'm looking at any spring numbers as far as like the stars go, I just want to see that they got their reps in. He had a few homers, actually really good plate skills, even though strikeouts are a little bit of an issue. 209 BABIP, I do not care. That would have smoothed out, so I don't care about the batting average. It's opening day, baby. Let's go. We got the number 3 hitter. Who the hell's Jorge Valdez? Do not know who that is. I did fill it in. I did say fill minor leagues with fictional players. I don't know everybody from 2007 though. So maybe these are just some players I don't know that kind of came forward. I don't care. We're here for Grady. That's all that matters. Age 24, number 24. That's my favorite number. It's all coming together. He's a leader here too, by the way. Another interesting thing, when I looked at the 2006, starting from opening day 2006, he was known as a selfish player, and then we just redid it for 2007. I keep saying we. It's just me. It's a one-man operation over here. I don't know why I do that. I default to that too often. But anyway, all I did was rerun it, or not rerun. I just said start a second file on 2007 because I wanted to see what his stats would be like, and he was a leader. That's the main reason I kept it too. I like that better, obviously, than him being selfish, and so I just altered the stats a little bit, like I said, and went from there. So here we go. Let's get some game time in. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna show you just the first day together, right? It's one game. It's not gonna say anything. He could go 0 for 5 and nobody would be bothered by that. But let's see what he does on opening day. I almost said 2-5. I almost said they lost 2-5 because that's how they listed it. They lose 5-2. What's Grady do? He goes 0 for 4 with 3 punchies. See, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not like, if there was like a football OTP or something where you're like, hey, playing one game is a big deal. You don't want to see. With baseball, man, they're going to have offers. So let's get through the first month and see where we're at here. We're going to specify going up to May. I clicked 27. That was an accident. Up to May 1st. Let's see how it goes. Should run right through, and then unless we get a big injury. But I turned everything over to the computer. We're not here to manage things. This is not building Cleveland around him or anything like that. We just want to see what he does. Oh, look at that. Sizemore bashes 5 hits. It was on there. You might have missed it. It was brief. But he smashed 5 hits, baby. Let's go. So we know he's got a 5-hit game somewhere in there. Unless it was Scott Sizemore. Oh, it wasn't. We already got a player of the week, baby. Let's go. We already on that player of the week beat. Let's see how the first month went. Grady, that's spring training. I was like, damn, he's still hitting 235. I was almost completely fooled by that. Oh, he's out of his mind already. This man's is out of his mind. 5 homers, 7 for 10 on the bases, solid strikeout rate, okay walk rate. You know, we're all good with those plate skills. 354, 406, 677. Already 1.3 WAR. 392 BABIP. That will come down, I'm sure, but that's okay. Basically, he's keeping his MO. Righties do not stand a chance. Lefties are eating his lunch, and that's okay, because 2/3 of the league are lefties, or excuse me, are righties. Might even be higher, to be honest. I think it might be closer to a 75-25 split, but it's at least 2/3. So plenty of pitchers for him to feast on. Let's get another month in. That moved pretty quickly here. And then we'll probably go to the All-Star break after that. So let's see what it looks like here. See if he comes up in the news anymore. Honestly, it was like the Z that kind of jumped out. In fact, so did this Saiz guy. Like a Z jumps in my head, and I'm looking for, is it Sizemore? Because it's kind of a unique letter. Cleveland's doing all right. They're treading around 500, but Minnesota's off to an amazing start. So that's kind of making it tough for them to compete. It'd be nice to get them in the playoffs, but again, not our biggest concern right now when it comes to Sizemore. Month 2, or 2 months in, I should say. We can look at the individual month, but it looks like he's just steady killing it. BABIP has come down just a bit. Doesn't matter. Still decimating fools. 16 for 21 on the bases. 13 homers. Quality plate skills. Badass triple slash. Holy Toledo, he's on fire. Let's see where he is among leaders. Does he have anything standing out here? Yo, this Valdez guy. I'm going to look this guy up real quick. I got to see if he's real. Is Jorge Valdez a real player? Jorge Valdez. If he is, he never made the majors. Now, 2000... No, there's a guy from 1978 who played in the Mexican League that's on Baseball Reference. That's it. Yo, I got to turn this brightness down. You see that coming off? That's crazy. My screen's so bright that when I shift over to the Baseball Reference screen, that's insane. I mean, I'm pasty, but come on. It's not doing me any favors. Chill out. Chill out with all that, camera. Anyway... Let's get another month in. Let's go to the All-Star game teams being announced, because we gonna be on that. Now I'm saying we because we are Grady and Grady is us. Okay, now that is deserving of a we situation. I think we're making the All-Star team. It would take a pretty big implosion not to. Where are we at here? We're on June. Actually, no, it's over here where we're at. We're in late June. He's still not popping up anywhere in the leaders, but that is, you know, it's a pretty small number to have to squeeze into. You got to be top 3 in something. You could be having a brilliant season and not be top 3. By the way, Mauer flirting with 400. Reggie Willits. Now there's a name. Who remembers Reggie Willits? Man, out here hitting 361. Okay. Cleveland, dead last. They're on a 5-game losing streak. But it's not Sizemore's fault. Aw, shit. Oh, no. It's already starting. Are you kidding me? And it's an elbow strain. That was the first big injury that he had. There's nothing programmed into the game where it, like... No, of course not, right? Because Bo Jackson didn't end with a hip injury, but that's crazy. That's crazy that it's the same injury. Now that it happened years down the line too, so that was stupid of me to even ask. But that's freaking bananas, dude. Come on. He's day to day, but they went ahead and threw him on the IL anyway. Looks like it just happened. My clicks are off right now. 7-6 and it's 7-8. So it just happened. Okay. So some of the time is going to be at the All-Star break that he's going to miss. I wonder if he had these 3 offers and they were just like, let's put him on the IL because we suck anyway. Coming off of 3 multi-hit games, a 6-game hitting streak. What a god. He is absolutely killing it. He better have made the All-Star team. This is such a bummer. Let's see here. We can figure out exactly when he got hurt. Oh, they didn't even send me an email about it? I would have thought we'd have at least gotten an email. Oh, well. All right, let's see if we made the All-Star team here. Oh, wait, that's the Futures game. All right, there it is. Sizemore is a starter. He is injured, but he's at 4 wins above replacement, a 160 WRC plus, 22-22 season. Like, I'm always thinking in terms of fantasy, right? Because I'm a big fantasy dweeb. That's a year. Like, you get 22-22 from a player. Even somebody, obviously if it was your first round pick and that's all he didn't get to play anymore, you'd be kind of bummed. But that's a season. 2020, that's a season. And he's done it in half a season. And now he's going to give the league a couple weeks to try to catch up because he's hurt. And then he's going to come back and hopefully tear the cover off the ball. Can we find some leaders here? Let's see. Where does that... Oh, my man's... Look at that. My man's leading in triples. The thing was, the craziest thing about these two, they had the same kind of breakdown as well. Killed righties, not as good against lefties, great fielding, great speed, great fielding with a mediocre to weak arm. Like, they were so similar too. They were both just so great. I love them both. Curtis Granderson and Grady Sizemore. So, looking at WAR here, we don't even crack the top 5, although that speaks to some of the excellence that's going on, because I have no beef with Grady's season, and yet he still doesn't even crack the top 5. He would almost get there on AL only, because Matt Stairs at 3. By the way, Matt Stairs. Okay, Matt Stairs at age 39, coming after 3 years of being, Mr. Pinch Hitter and finding a starting role with Toronto. Okay, chill. My goodness. Okay. I see you. But anyway, he's at 3.8. Grady is. So we're all good there. What's this? Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Something about it. Accuracy. Anyway, since we're hurt, I'm going to go ahead and bring it to the end of the season, because they're not making the playoffs anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll catch up with you at the end of 2007. All right, I lied a little bit. We're not going all the way to the end of the season. We're coming here. Oh, I was going to say, let's dive in to see if he can get 30-30. That's literally why I came on before the season was over, and he gets it right there. Let's go. I didn't quite realize it went quickly from like September 14th till the end. It was like so fast, because I thought I was going to jump in right around the 20s of September, and we could kind of see if he'd go 30-30, but he did. 34 homers, 30 steals, 308 average, 382 OBP, 579. Now let's compare that to what he did in real life of this year. 2007, he went 24-33 with only a 277 average, 390 OBP, 462 slug. What did we get again on the slash? 308, 382, 579. So he wasn't walking as much, but we'll take the bigger batting average just because it's prettier to hit 300, We'll take that all day. A 153 WRC plus. Best on the team. Travis Hafner was a god. Their offense was quite good, it looks like, at least at the top end. Was it the pitching that failed them? Because they didn't come close to anything. And, they've got Sabathia, Carmona, Westbrook. I don't know who Scott Clark and Sean Duran are. They might be fake players as well. But, I mean, look at this. Look at this action in the American League. The American League was done, like the playoffs were settled early. Like early in September. It was clear who the teams were going to be. There was some jockeying for position with regards to the West, but it was a wrap, dude. I guess the Tigers were in it, so they weren't fully eliminated from the wild card until later in the month, but man, it was quick. It was quick. Anyway, looking at some leaders, we see Mauer hit 367 on the year. Morneau had 131 ribbies, so they had that devastating combo leading them. Johan Santana led in strikeouts. Joe Nathan led in saves. So we're understanding why they were a 103-win team and the best team in all of baseball. Paul Konerko led with home runs. Jim Thome following right behind, 44 apiece for them. They led the White Sox. 88 homers from 2 players, and they can only win 71 games, telling me they had a lot of problems beyond those two doing their thing. Joe Mauer with 8.7 WAR leads all of baseball. He has to be the walk-away MVP winner. Now, he won his in 06, right? Or was it 07? Oh, it was 09. That was actually my first guess, and I doubted myself because of how well he did this year. I was like, oh, it had to be around here. Nope, it was actually 09 when he hit those 28 homers and just went off. How many homers did he end up with? 9. Okay, so this is actually more on a par with real life Joe Mauer. In fact, he hit 7, but hit 293. Like, I cannot explain how somebody hits or like explain how great it is to hit 9 homers and still put up a 9-win season. And by the way, only play 128 games. Well, only started 128 games. He played 145, but he didn't even get a $162, and you're still putting up a 9-win season. But he didn't miss as many because he probably DH'd and played first on a lot of his off days. Appears flat out bored, unmotivated. Like this, okay. This is not what we're here for, but this is all wrong. He's not greedy, and he has all 3. Okay, I don't like that, but that's okay. I'm not gonna bug out on that. But yeah, Grady, great work. Let's take a look at Curtis just to see the dueling center field gods. We get damn near carbon copies, 28 triples for Curtis. This was his best year ever, 2007. He gets 6.8 WAR. How many did Grady have? I actually didn't look at his WAR total. I'm a bad person for that. He had 5.7. So Curtis beat us. Although 146 games to how many for Curtis? 160. So those extra games helped, although I don't know if that fully explains 1 WAR. But that's okay. That's okay. They don't have to beat Curtis. Just have to have a great season. And frankly, we're really looking at where things are going to be seasons down the line, because we got to get beyond this peak, which goes through 2008, to really see when, if Sizemore can turn the corner on his career, wherein he got hurt in his real life career. We're hoping to stay healthy and put up a bunch more good seasons. So I'll tell you what, we'll be back at the All-Star break of 2008 for another check-in on Grady. Look at that. We're collecting accolades. A great bat for Grady. Obviously deserves that. And if you see, you might have caught out of the corner of your eye, fan extension for Grady Sizemore, or fan reaction for a Grady Sizemore extension. Now, does that mean they just gave him ARB, or did they sign him to an actual long-term deal? No, okay, just getting him on the one deal there, since he's still under team control. Okay, fair enough. And I think we got to be very close to opening day. I know I said I would come back at the All-Star break of the following season. I'm a big fat liar, because he got the award and I wanted to show you guys that. Let's take a look at how he did in spring again, just for fun. Just because it's fun and easy if I would make it quicker like this. And he hit 5 homers, solid plate skills, really good slash at a 946 OPS, and 7 stolen bases. He's out here running wild in spring. Okay, save some of that for the season. Let's see if his skills changed at all. Am I tripping, or did these all go up 5? Was he not 70s across the board there? I think that's accurate. It's funny that I said, oh, you know what? You can actually check that. No? You can. Let's go. And I was right. He did go up to 75s in all of those. Wait, no, that's just... No, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. This is just his... this is his full. Although we can see when we started... 5-1, he has gone up. He has gone up, and he still has a potential for more I. He's now a 75 rated player with an 80 potential, as he should be. Now we will get to the All-Star teams being announced, and I will catch up with you guys when that happens. All right, the All-Star teams have been announced for 2008. Let's see if we made it. I see Fausto Carmona. I see Grady Sizemore right next to Curtis Granderson. And Curtis is starting. Curtis is having another banger of a year, but so is Grady, man. 161 WRC plus. And hey, no shade to my boy Curtis, but Cleveland, can you get out there and get the voting going? Because, I mean, 500,000 votes when our boy's been better. Cleveland, stand up. Where are Grady's ladies at? Come on. Again, I'm not mad because it's Curtis. I love that he's starting, but it should be Grady. And that's on the fans. That's on y'all. I'm just kidding. That's on me. I could have voted him in. Actually, I don't know. My vote, I don't know how much, my manual vote there puts into it. But obviously, I don't want to influence anything. I want it all to play out. So let's take a look at the numbers here, by the way. And we see 18 homers, 59 ribs. Where's runs? 63 runs right next to it. Usually runs are on the further to the left on like a baseball card or on Baseball Reference, and home runs, ribbies right next to each other. That's why I looked the other way. Stolen bases, 18 for 26. Great walk rate, strong strikeout rate. It was actually starting to trickle up around this time. So the fact that he's kind of keeping it good, I like that. He's at 300, 400, 500, baby. That's baseball's version of 50, 40, 90. If you're a 300 plus average, 400 plus OBP, 500 plus slug, you're having a great season no matter. 4 wins, basically. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We'll take a quick look at the leaders here, see if he pops off into any of the AL leaders. And maybe not. He might be just coming a little short. Yeah, it looks like, okay, OPS, 5th in OPS. We love to see it. 5th in doubles. Excellent, excellent. 5th in OPS plus then as well. Win probability added. Little total bases action. Okay, Grady, I see you. Oh, by the way, how whack is this? I'm going to show you in a minute. No, waited on base. Some of this is kind of overlapping. If you're top 5 in OPS, then OPS plus and WOBA, it kind of makes sense. But did you notice there's an underline under Carl Crawford because he's on the squad. And they traded for him a straight up deal for Ryan Garco last year. Garco had been truly bananas for Cleveland, so they went ahead and flipped him. They get Carl Crawford, and that's just surprising. That's just surprising. Carl Crawford wasn't very good after they traded for him last year, and so far he's been like, okay, good, good 2 WAR. Nobody's upset about that. He hasn't been transcendent, although I guess he never. You know what it is? He's more of a transcendent fantasy player than he was like it was a very good real life player. I'm not shading him, especially with Tampa Bay. But the reason that he was on such a high stature for me is, again, I'm a fantasy baseball nerd, so I put everything through that prism. Anyway, he made the All-Star team. Team sucks again, unfortunately. Again, because it would be great, he's a Trout level player for his era. And we're trying to get him into, oh my God, I just saw something on the corner of my eye that I cannot wait to show you guys. He's a Trout level player that should be making the playoffs, but Cleveland is failing at that end. But another All-Star game we love to see. Is this Daniel Murphy on the Yankees? Is this the guy, right? This is the same guy here? And he was just drafted by them and immediately comes up because he was a late debut in real life. I'm just tripped up by them calling him Dan Murphy. Dan, get over here. Let me see if that is Daniel Murphy. I mean, it checks out, I think, age-wise, right? Yeah, 2008, he was 23. He did debut and when I say late bloomer, I don't mean that he came up like super late. He actually debuted in 2008 for the Mets and was pretty decent for 49 games. Was okay in 2009, but then really started to break out in his mid to late 20s. So that's all. But no, that's not the thing that got me. The thing that tripped me out. Look at this, y'all. Miguel Cabrera on Pittsburgh. How much is this going to change the trajectory of this team for Ryan Domit and Jose Garcia misspelled? What the hell? First off, that is way too high. Those should both be about 40 points lower. That's how bad of a catcher Ryan Doumit was. Oh my God. At least when the Tigers made the trade, Cameron Maybin and Andrew Miller were massive prospects, and neither of them really panned out to be the superstars that they were expected to be or anything close to it, in fairness. Miller not really till he got in the bullpen, and Maybin never really popped off, but still better than Ryan. Well, let's see how Jose Garcia is. You know what? Maybe I'm shading Jose Garcia with an S. Maybe he's a G. Nope, he's 25 years old in Class A. What the hell was Florida thinking? That's unreal. All right, well, we'll get to the awards at the end of the season because fact is, nothing else really going on. We just need to see how the season pans out in 2008 and if he can win some big awards again. Maybe another great bat, maybe a platinum glove despite the bad arm, or maybe MVP. We interrupt this irregularly scheduled program for a 34-game on-base streak from Grady Sizemore. That's pretty good, but we had an injury that interrupted it, so that's why I just wanted to jump in and show you guys that. Franklin Gutierrez, unfortunately, still battling injuries. This is another career that was derailed by injuries. Now, he never had the heights of a Grady Sizemore, but there was a lot of ability for Franklin Gutierrez, and you do wonder if you had just taken off injuries completely, could he have been something special? And probably could have. Quick check-in as we're on the home stretch here. It's August 27th. 22 homers, 28 steals, 153 WRC plus, 5 WAR. Tracking toward another great season. Could be a career year too, because he can accumulate more than .4 WAR the rest of the way for sure. So he could reach that 6 mark and really have a hell of a year. He's a beast, plain and simple. All right, the year's in the books. You can see here so much purple. Matt Holliday had a hell of a season, 9 WAR basically, and then even Willie Taveras getting in on the steals lead adds even a little bit more purple to it. Let's go to the American League, see if our boy Grady jumps up anywhere. Had a hell of a season. In fact, I'll just tell you right now. Let's see if we can find him first. So we can click to his name. There we go. 4th in walks, 5th in OPS plus. We love to see it. Anywhere else that he checks out? Nope, but we'll click on his name here and I'll show you. 2 homers shy of another 30-30 season. 4 ribbies shy. I put that on the team. That's their fault for not being good enough for him to drive in. Did score 103 runs, 33 steals on 44 attempts, 15% walk rate. We love that. 18% Ks. Fell just shy of the 300, 400, 500 again. So he fell shy in the OBP last year. In the batting average this year, that's a bummer, but did hit the 6 WAR mark. Just a brilliant season. And there it is. There's the 4-year peak. Now we go above and beyond. Stayed healthy, played 160 games, so that's good. So hopefully we can get through this season, this next one, 2009, without a hitch, and then we take off from there and keep this Hall of Fame trajectory going. Let's see where we are on the awards. I think the Great Glove's already been announced. By the way, I think I said he won. What did he win last time? He won a Great Glove, right? No, he won. Okay, I think I was saying Great Bat, that's not what it's called, because I was like, he didn't win a Gold Glove. He won a Platinum Stick in 2007. Just so we're clear there, he has 2 All-Star selections. He made the All-Star team both seasons, and he won a Platinum Stick, aka a Silver Slugger. I think I was confusing the terminology there, like a doofus. Let's see if he gets another one. Let's just stay here for the awards. He's not going to win MVP. I don't think, at least. Longoria had a brilliant season. It should be Longoria, and frankly, it should be. Oh, would you look at that? Another Platinum Stick, baby. Let's go. Now that's actually kind of interesting. And I'm happy about it, but I'm curious only because how did he win it over Curtis? Not mad, but it is a little bit curious because I think Curtis's season was actually better. Let's go over here. You see, just on WAR, he was, although maybe it was his defense that carried him. 137 and this is about the bat. Yeah, that's what it is. I was using WAR too heavily there. The glove is what gave him the extra WAR, but when it comes to bat, it's Grady. So 2 Platinum Sticks, 2 All-Star awards. Let's take a look at the other awards just for the fun of it. Pablo Sandoval for the Dodgers wins Rookie of the Year. Wow, that's crazy. Longoria, by the way, is on KC. I didn't even realize that. And he won the MVP. Wait, did they draft him? Did they draft him? They did, with the number 3 overall pick. And like instantly he's up and ready to go. I mean, he should be, right? Like, of course, that makes sense. But damn, okay. Oh wait, let's start here. I started way up here for some reason. Here's the Gold Gloves. First base. Okay, you know what? At first base, fine. You can have it at first base. You can be a 75 fielder at first base. If it was the Gold Glove at short, I was going to lose my mind. We don't even want to talk about those right now and the fakeness of those. There's Curtis. Gold Gloves for pitcher or for the National League. Cool. Top reliever was J.P. Howell, Hook'em Horns. Francisco Cordero, yep. And then Platinum Sticks, we got Mauer, Poppy, BJ, aka Melvin, Longo, Tejada, Jason Worth on Texas, Jacoby, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Casey McGehee. I know it's just McGee, but it should be McGehee. And it should say it like that every time. Prince Fielder looking nice. Chase Utley, Aramis Ramirez, Troy Tulowitzki doing his thing. Matt Holliday, Beltran, Denard Span in right field, putting up 6 wins for the Diamondbacks. Okay, I see you. We already knew that. Managers, I don't really care that much. Corey Potes and Ned Yost. Okay, whatever. Cy Young goes to Felix. Let's go. What was his record? Did he have a crap record again? 17-11. I don't care, by the way, that he won with a bad record. I wasn't saying that negatively. Win-loss record should be like the 90th thing when you're looking at credentials for a Cy Young. Carlos Zambrano. Okay. 18-8. Now, he did lead the league in wins. I wonder if that played a role. 307, 123. Like, that's a good ERA, 214 innings. It's fine. Let's just see how Timmy did. See if he was better. Not necessarily. I think Zambrano, they're about the same. I'm okay with that. Let's see what Waino did. Oh, Waino should have won. Oh, Waino was robbed. Oh, Waino was absolutely robbed. Get out of here. Absolutely robbed. Ian Snell, I loved Ian Snell. Even he was better. He was robbed too. Okay, yeah. Travesty. Longo copping that MVP Rookie of the Year duo. Fred Lynn and Ichiro, I believe, are the only 2 to have done it. Off the top of my head, they both did do it. If there was another one, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. And then Matt Holliday, like I said, I knew he was going to win it. He was purpled all over that. Bro, 70 doubles? That's an MLB high, right? For like forever. Forever. Yo, that has to be. I don't think anybody's ever hit 70 dubs. Single season. 67 from Earl Webb in 1931. At a baby, Matt. Gap power should be on 100. Even though it only goes up to 80, push it to 100. The park certainly helps there. Let's see how many he hit at home. Where's home road? Home. 37 doubles, 33 on the road. Hey, he wasn't just hitting them at home, baby. He was crushing everywhere. Untouchable. Matt Holliday, MVP. We love to see it. All right, back for opening day 2009. The year is 2009, and it is a very pivotal season here in this rerun because this is where things started to break down. I think he played 106 games. You see some more development now. I mean, he's just a god against righties, and he's actually perked up a little bit against lefties, at least with the eye. So, you know, if he can keep his on base up a little bit and make sure he's not hurting himself too much against lefties, that'd be great. Can we see career splits or no? I don't know if you can do that. Oh, I guess versus lefty. Let's do that. So, last year, 721. That's not terrible to like kind of hang in there a little bit. I'm not expecting the world for him against lefties. Against righties, I mean, just get off of me, man. You cannot touch me. Near 1-to-1 strikeout to walk. 300, 400, 500. Easy peasy. All right. So, can they make the World Series this year? Let's see what where's the predictions? Do they have the team doing well at all? A little bit under 500. So, okay. So, making the playoffs would not be a colossal overperforming. It would be overperforming for sure, but it would not be like so crazy. They like Sizemore to go 3,100, almost 300, almost 300, 400, 500. Like right on the cusp there with 24 steals. They got Curtis killing it again. And the Tigers actually making some noise. I wonder if they will, my beloved Tigers. Mike Lamb in the cut. Carlos Lee in the cut. Oh, fuck. Get rid of Aubrey Huff, that piece of shit. Hang on. We got work to do. Fucking piece of garbage. I hate this guy so much. He's such a fucking loser. There we go. That's better. Sorry, Tigers. You got to find a new first baseman. I don't care. I don't even want him on the team. Wait, I'm in commissioner mode, right? Can I just cut him? He gone. See you, bud. Figure it out. Idiot. Anyway. Now let's see. 2009. We'll see what happens at the All-Star break. Hopefully we're making our third All-Star game of this sim. Catch you then. All right, we're coming up on the All-Star break of 2009. Cleveland is in second place, but way behind. The Tigers have been decimated. They're terrible. I hope it wasn't because I deleted that shit bag, but I don't regret it at all. Okay, George Sherrill. Hey, one of the benefits of being terrible, right, is high picks, including Buster Posey. Now, was he the number 1 pick? Number 2 overall. Okay, but hey, that's one of the benefits there. Let's take a look at our boy. Okay. He's not been elite. Certainly not bad, though. 2.5 wins. We're good with that. 265, 376, 484. It is that work against lefties that's really holding him back. He's been terrible, but he's absolutely crushing righties again. And I wonder, is he just getting unlucky? Facing more lefties? I don't know what was his volume of lefty at-bats last year. He had 171, so we're pacing a little bit over that, but not enough to be like, oh, that's really the difference. No, I mean, he's just been markedly worse. Plain and simple. He's been kind of in line with this season, though, and that didn't really stop him from having a great year. So, he was just unbelievable against righties in that year to kind of counterbalance it. Not too worried about it, though. Great season so far. Let's see. Did he make the All-Star team? I don't think he will with that. But let's take a look just to see. See Granderson? Don't see Grady. And I get it. He didn't really, he didn't quite make the grade. But we're not upset with this season. What we really want, though, the real key here, staying healthy. Let's not start a trajectory of health issues that started in this year in real life. Still at 16 homers and 10 steals. I mean, everything's still looking really good. The batting average is a bit low, but so is the BABIP. So once that perks up, he'll be taken off once again. There's no implications for playoffs, barring just an unbelievable second half right now. So I think we'll just wind up here at season's end, and then I'll see where we're at there. But hey, by the way, Curtis leading the league in OPS and third in tied for second with Casey McGee in batter WAR. We love to see it. If Sizemore can't make the All-Star team, at least Curtis is. Even though this video is not about him, I'm still happy about it. Be right back. Okay, I kind of hit us with the reverse jinx because look at this. We're in the wild card mix now. 3.5 back. This is still a long shot, but over a month left. In fact, we're just entering September here. Posey second in average in the American League. We love to see that. What is that? 3, 4, 5th overall. Actually, he's fluctuating. So every time I say something, it changes. But hey, we're right there on the cusp of that wild card. It's going to take a lot, though. We're going to have to overcome the Yankees. And Jorge Sarmiento is going to be out with a strained oblique for 6 weeks. I wonder if that's another pitcher. Because pitching seems to be the thing that's always holding this ball club back. We don't really care about their batting stats as pitchers. And I just don't know if we've got... Who's this Tony DeLuna? So he had the craziest season last year. My guy could not stay healthy. He was beat up by injuries. And he's been pretty good this year, though. Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, where are we at? It's mid-September, 72 and 70. We've actually been passed by Kansas City, and now there's 2 teams till we can reach Oakland. So it's a super long shot being 7 games back. Make no mistake about that. Let's go ahead and just rally to the finish here and see where we're at. Probably not going to make it. Oh, I guess we'll check in on Grady. What's he chasing down? What's he chasing down? He's at 22 and 17 with a 273, 390, 473, 4.6. Should get to 5 wins by season's end. Looks like he might have missed. Wait, how many games do we have? Oh, he's only missed 2 games. 140 out of 142. Excellent. Okay, so that's really the important part here. But let's get to the season's end. I'll stick with you guys through that. And we'll see if they can rally. It would take an extreme, not losing any of their games left. And Oakland and New York and Kansas City all losing all of their games. But, stranger things have happened, right? Right. No, it's not going to happen. That's okay. Hey, are we doing it? Did I click it properly? I don't think I did. Let's just hope that Grady ends on a good note. That's all I'm concerned with now. Maybe over 500 will be nice. They're eliminated officially. Over 500 would be nice. I also might get fired. I don't really care because we don't need to be running the team that Sizemore's on. He's got to be coming up on free agency soon too, and I wonder if he'll leave because they suck so badly. That could be a possibility. So they finished 79 and 83 with a lose 4. Can't even finish over 500. Let's go ahead and take a look at our boy, Grady Sizemore the third goes 24-22, so another 2020 season. Not quite as good, a little bit down from last year, but imperceptibly down, to be quite honest, because 143 to 142, 5.7 to 5.5. It's really the batting average, which he actually rallied to get to 282. And, he was a little bit lower in the power as well, like 871. Okay, so it is worse, but it looks like the league came down too because he was just 1 point worse in WRC plus because it scales to the league and the environment that you're in. So all good. He did go from 75-80 to 70-75, but listen, he is 27. He might be starting that at least plateau, maybe a little bit of a downward trajectory. Still just, you can't touch him against righties. Against lefties, though, obviously a flaw. What were his final splits? That's exactly what it was. Devastating against righties, trash against lefties in 163 plate appearances. So that's fine. I got no problems with that. I don't know if he's going to win any awards this year. We'll see if he does. But I will be back at the beginning of 2010 and maybe on a new... Wait, actually, let me see. After the 2009 season. So... Well, wait, actually, I don't know if he's under team control. No, free agent, yeah. So he could be on a new team, and we'll find out if he is. If so, maybe I'll go into commissioner mode and take control of that team. But again, it's not really necessary. I can just always be on his page. But I kind of like to be in control of the team that he's on, especially as he gets older. But we'll see. It happened. Fans are shocked that you didn't keep Grady Sizemore on the team. The fan interest almost crashed. What did we get? Supplemental first round. Who freaking signed him? The Cardinals. Oh, God, he's going to have 10 more years of elite level play on the Cards. That's just how it goes, man. You already know. You already freaking know. Can I leave this team and go to the Cards? Can I do that? Can I just will my way into that? Can I cheat that? Because again, I'm not cheating. There's no, I'm not setting any sort of goals here. Just give me this team. Yeah, I don't care. Get murked. Cleveland, have fun with Buster Posey. I mean, that's actually a really good player, but okay. Well, he's on this team now. That's okay. Well, dude, they have Max Scherzer. It happened. We know Miami does, Florida does, whatever the hell. I was going to say it happened, St. Louis got him, but nope. I'm going to go to history. Did I turn off commission mode yet? Let me do that. We're not trying to play fully in commission mode. We're just doing it for the little things that we need. Let's see. They got him pick number 2 in 2007. Wow. The teal is so clean. I love it. Anyway, let's see where we're at. Where are we batting? Who we with? Are we with Big Al? Yes, the freak we are. Oh my God. And Brian Roberts leading up. Brendan Ryan batting 2. Come on. Okay. He had a 4-WAR season last year. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. That's pretty good. He still shouldn't be batting 2. But okay. Yachty doing anything? Frankly, Yachty should be batting 2. Actually, Grady should be. Pujols 3, Duncan 4, Yachty 5. Wait, Scott Roll. I'm out here like I didn't even see Scott rolling. I don't care that he's 34. Scott Roll. Okay, I'm not here to alter the team. That's not what we do. We are here to manage the squad. Okay? To see what Grady Sizemore's doing. I literally said the opposite of what we're here to do. We're here to follow the trajectory of Grady Sizemore the third, and that's it. Okay? So, that's fine. We'll see what happens when all-star teams are announced. Hopefully he's on it. Hopefully, I haven't really been following the National League. By the way, I didn't look at any leaders, or, you know what, can I still get the awards? I probably can't. I didn't even look at the awards last year. I'm sorry. He didn't have any, so I was like, well, I don't care. I was kind of a pouty baby about it. Can we still get those awards? I bet we can, right? Yeah, we can. Okay. Cool. All right. Great gloves. Mauer. Jeets just turned into like an elite first baseman. That's so funny, getting 9 and 10 homers from your first baseman. But, I mean, he's a plus player. That's the only place he would deserve a great glove. Curtis. You beautiful stud. What a god. All right, National League, where they get Big Al in the cut. Let's go. David Hernandez. Okay, I see you. Nate McCluth. Yo, Andrew Jones still clocking in those gold gloves, as he should be. Thank you very much. All right, top AL reliever was Jonathan Neese. Already moved to the bullpen at age 23. They're like, you know what? We're not even going to mess with the starting aspect. You're going to be a reliever, and a pretty solid one at that. He got 32 shutdowns, only 5 meltdowns, 32 saves. Hell of a closer. Okay, good job there. And then Justin Masterson, another guy. They're not even messing with the starter aspect. He had heavy platoons when he pitched. 47 saves. I wonder if he's still having those platoon issues, though, where he can't get out lefties. Oh, wait, this is going to be messed up. Let's see. Verse lefties. No, doesn't really. Not this past year, that's for sure. And then righties are just destroyed. Hey, good job. Platinum stick, we didn't get one. The M&M twins coming through. Curtis got that one. Garrett Atkins jumped over from Colorado and got one in the American League, showing he wasn't just Coors made. Big Pujols. Matt Holliday with another brilliant season. 9 wins for Tulo. Smells like MVP. We'll see in a moment. Top rookie, Buster Posey. I didn't know that one. That actually popped up as a notification. McCutchen for Washington. Okay. Trajectories are changing because obviously we're picking up where the MLB left off. People are going to get drafted on different squads. Top skipper, I just really don't care about. AL top pitcher, John Lester. Big season for him. 207, leading an ERA, WHIP. That's a dub right there. So the fact that he is 24-3, I talked about how win-loss doesn't matter, and it's true. But you can't fake a 24-3 record. Like, you're not going to have a 4.28 ERA with that. There's just no way, unless you're just behind the greatest offense in the history of the world. So 24-3. We respect that, but the 207 and 1 whip is what we respect even more. Waino gets it. He's avenged. He deserved it last year. He gets it this time. Morneau picks up an MVP. Kevin Youkilis in the cut. I see you. Did Grady even get votes? Curtis did. I wonder if he got votes in any of those other seasons. I should have checked that. I'm sorry I failed there. Tulo comes clutch. Figured as much. His teammates right behind him. Big Al right there. Waino in the cut. Cool. All right. So there we go. We still went back to those. All right. All-Star Break 2010. Hopefully with our first NL All-Star bid. No. This is not what we want. A torn quad on April 27th. Let's see how he was doing to this point. Rough start, too. Okay. It's a month. See where it's at. I'm actually going to go to the end of this season here because missing a month, he's not going to, and with this poor start, he's not going to make the All-Star team, so we don't really need to stop there. I'll catch you at the end of 2010, hopefully with a return from injury and a strong campaign nonetheless. Okay, so that's what I get for doubting Grady Sizemore. Okay, he makes the All-Star team with 2.64. Okay, that's fine. I respect that. And I'm happy to be wrong. This is one of those instances where you're wrong and you look kind of foolish, but you're glad about it because the other, what happened actually is awesome. So that we're not at the All-Star break. I came to this point here on August 18th when a Yadi Molina injury stopped me, and I said, well, let me just take a look. And he has 4.5 WAR, and I'm like, well, now I have to see if he made the All-Star team. So he came back from that injury. And look at me being small sample Sammy over here, judging these 17 games. And because it was paired with the injury, I'm getting all fatalistic. Like, oh, here's the beginning of the end. He'll probably hit 100 when he comes back. Like, chill out. The crazy thing is, he didn't even do that well in May upon return. But then goes off in June, and I'm like, did he get voted in then? I mean, what were his numbers at the break? I think this keeps composite OPS. Okay, so we can see at the break, which was, I'm trying to figure it out based on the dates, like where they jump. Maybe it's later. I'm sorry, what? He plays on 8-5 and then 7. Were these like suspended game? I can't figure it out. Why is the 8-5 game here? That's really weird. Doesn't help me find the All-Star break either, but that is really bizarre. Gotta go back up here. Sorry. All-Star game. Okay, 11th. So let's go back. It's on the 11th. Oh, because the All-Star game is in there. That's what was confusing me. I'm like, that's not an All-Star break. But when you're a badass who makes the All-Star team, it gets folded in. It goes into your box score. And he started at DH. So wait, the National League has the DH? Let's go to where the rosters have been announced. Oh wait, these are the final rosters. I'm a dumbass. He doesn't have the star next to him. Maybe he just DH because it was in an American League Park. Or no, there's always a DH. They don't have the pitchers batting in the All-Star game. Holy shit, I'm dumb. Who the hell would want to see that? Nobody wants to see that in regular games. And if you say you do, you're lying, okay? We don't need the DH. There's not more strategy in the National League when you have the pitcher batting. It's not hard, okay? 12-year-olds pulling double switches on my face in MLB The Show every night. It's not hard. Plus, you can almost make a case that it's easier strategically because you have a push-button way to take your pitcher out. You never have to really gauge where they're at all that often, right? Sixth inning comes around, if they're around the time where they're going to bat, yoink, they're gone. Or when they come up to bat, you got runners on, yoink, they're gone, right? American League, you got to figure it out. You don't have that protected solution. You got to figure out when to bring them out. So I don't want to hear it. DH everywhere. Every time we lose a pitcher to an injury whilst hitting, it's awful. It's awful. I'm sorry. Pitchers batting, so stupid. Pardon the tangent, but I'm keeping it in. Anyway, Grady Sizemore's a god. We're 69-50. Nice. Didn't even realize that we had 69 dubs, which makes this pause even better. Granted, it was computer-based, and it is because we're losing Yachty, which sucks. We are in first. Things have really turned nicely here, except for the Yachty injury. Because again, I want Grady to get in the playoffs. So I am invested here. I really am because of that situation. We got to get him in the postseason, see what he can do in October. Okay, so why don't we pick up around late September, so that way we can figure out where we're at and how things are going with regards to Grady getting into October. and then winning a World Series MVP. All right, we're in the playoffs. This is fantastic. Despite several injuries, by the way. Scott Rowland got hurt. Some guy who I didn't know, Jesse Ortega, got hurt. Ben Revere got hurt. And I only have it set at tell me about an injury that's at least 2+ weeks. So those were like impact injuries. Oh, Jesus Ortega. I think I said Jesse. Don't know who S. Price is. Don't really care. Let's see where Grady's at. 7.2 WAR. He fronted the league a month. He said, "Here you go. Here's a month." I don't know why it keeps going to that page, by the way, when it when it's done simming. And he was pretty dreadful on the bases, y'all. 13 for 25 is horrific. So he's like a negative base runner. You know what it was? It's this 18. This is fantastic. More walks than strikeouts. This transformation is something else. 300, 400, 500. Let's go. Like 22 homers and then the 13 steals. Like that's not jumping out as much. Part of that also, again, 135 games. Man, this could have been an MVP campaign. This could have been the one, man. If he doesn't get hurt. Son of a gun. Played some good defense too. All right, well let's not lament over what could have been, and let's hit these playoffs. Playoffs. Seriously, cannot hear that word without going full Jim Mora. Like I just can't. I don't know. Same with practice. You hear the word practice, you go, "Oh, we talking about practice." You do the Allen Iverson voice. It's impossible. Those words are inextricably linked. All right, we're playing the Mets. 1-1. Don't forget, best of 5 here. We got to win 3. Oh, 2-1. Let's go. 2-2. Come on, let's advance. Come on, we want more games for Grady Sizemore in the playoffs. Let's go. Facing the Padres. Oh, I thought I kept the lid off. One nothing. Okay. 2-0. Let's go. 3-2. Oh, dang. Okay. World Series against the stupid Yankees. All right. Let's back out. Let's back out here. Let's slow down. Yo. What'd I do there? I hit the help button. Did I hit F1 or something? Whatever. That's fine. Didn't mean to do that. Can I get out of that? Or nah? Okay, clearing the schedule. What's going on here? I just want to get in, go like game by game. Oh no, they already won the World Series. It's already right there. I'm an idiot. And I got stuck on this headline thing. That's all right. We got a full playoff to see what Grady was able to do. And hopefully I can get out. Okay, great. Finals, baby. Yeah. Excellent score, like we care. Then that's gone, finally. So we lose in the World Series, but let's go back. Let's take a look. Do we have... Is there not like a playoff tree sort of situation? Oh, playoffs. There we go. Playoff tree. So we lose 4-3. Oh, there was a game 7. Oh, that would have been so hot. I didn't hit the button quick enough to get out. All right, let's go round by round for Grady. Since this is his first playoff, we'll really dive in. Otherwise, we'll probably just look. Actually, no, we can always do this. Why not? This is what we're here, to see the stuff that happened. Oh, you can't sort these. So against the Mets, he goes 5 for 18 with a 435 OBP. So he was a god. He was in the mix, doing his thing, big time. Homer, 6 ribs. Yeah, absolute beast. Pujols gets MVP for that, of course, because he hit 500. Is that good? Yeah, that's gonna play. Then in the LCS, Grady stays hot. 3 homers. There's no shot he didn't get MVP. There's no shot he didn't get MVP. Let's go. I love that he's coming through huge in October. That's so sick. I don't think he ever played in October. And if he did, it was... I don't think it would have been... Would it have been with Cleveland? I don't think they made it when he was with the team. Maybe I'm bugging. postseason batting, 2007. They made it 2 rounds, and he was very good. He dominated in the ALDS with a 1211 OPS, and then was fine in the LCS, 720 OPS. Like with a homer, a steal, scored 6 runs. Like you can't just look at OPS when it's low and just say, oh, he sucked. Right? He's still contributing. It's a 7-game series. There's games in there where he's in the mix. So, you don't always have to be 4-digit OPS to have been contributing in a playoff series, especially if like you single-handedly win a game. In the World Series, he was excellent as well. So just a brilliant playoff for Grady Sizemore. Like no 2 ways about it. Game type, postseason. Let's see the boy. Let's sort by plate appearances. Can we not? There we go. 5 homers, 18 ribs, 20 runs, more walks than strikeouts easily. 338, 469, so nice. 631, a 292 ISO. Anything over 250 is just extreme power when you're talking about ISO. So 292 is devastating. 1100 OPS on the button, 4 for 6 on the bases. Hopefully neither of those cost us anything against the Yankees. So we went down 3-1, had to win two in a row. Let's check the final game. He did hit his homer in Game 7, of course, hitting a Game 7 yak. And that was just to get us back in it, to feel like we had a prayer, though, because it was 6-0 at that point. So it was looking bleak. He hits the 2-run yak, like, let's go, boys, let's get it going. They didn't get it going. He stole a base in this one, okay. What about the ones where he was caught? I just want to see if it cost anything. We look at the positive, we got to look at the negative a little bit. Oh, it might not have even been in the World Series, by the way. That's right. The caught stealings could have been beforehand. And if they weren't in a series that we lost, I don't give a shit. You can get caught. Who am I to judge if we're winning? Okay. Well, brilliant year. Absolutely brilliant year. So we've already superseded Grady's career just by having this season, right? Because we didn't get this year. We didn't even get last year. Yeah. So we're 2 years into extra excellence with Grady Sizemore. He's on a new team. I'm such a bad storyteller. I didn't even tell you all what he signed for. I didn't look myself. Like, I'm so dumb. 4 years, 60 milli, which I think back then is like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's not huge, I don't think. Can you look at salaries in any way, like across the league? Because I don't think it's like, tops or anything. It's not maybe as high impact as I would have thought. If he'd become free agent after 5 great years, he's definitely getting 100 mil. Like, definitely. He's a 5-tool guy. So this feels like a bargain, which fits St. Louis's MO too, that they found a way, to get him on a bargain. So then they look savvy as hell, pairing him with Albert. Salaries, here we go. I wanted to see like league salaries, by the way. I knew where these were. So yeah, Big Al's making 27. Like, freaking Brian Roberts is making more. No shade on B-Rob. He's a beast, but like, how's he getting more than Grady? So yeah, St. Louis, man, he must have just really wanted to come here. And so he gave him a deal to just join a banger of a team. Okay, he's a good guy. He's a leader. They should have low greed, because if he's greedy, he doesn't quite understand the concept of greed. He's like, no, I'm real greedy. You're like, no, you're not, dude. You took an amazing contract. No, I'm like super greedy. Really? He's like, oh, I would have settled for 8 mil, but I'm greedy. Anyway, we'll be back 2011, top of the season. We'll see. Top of the season, top of the morning. Like, what does that mean? Anyway, we'll be back opening day 2011. Wait. First, we need the awards, of course. How dare I? How absolute dare I? All right. I know some of them are spoiled if you're looking. I'm not. I'm getting down here to the Great Gloves. We'll get the American League as well, even though we don't care as much about the American League anymore now that we're not in it. This guy's won a couple, I think. I've seen this name. He's been winning other things. Yeah, he's three-time Gold Glove. Kind of a G. I don't know who the hell he is. AL guys. Joe Mauer. Cool. Cool. Don't know some of those players. Could be just fake prospects that are panning out, or real prospects that just had a completely different career arc. Dave Ponce, rather. Kind of a G. Did he have real life numbers? Where do I go? Wait, where do I find his real life stats? Oh, he didn't have any, so they're not going to have that. Makes sense, right? I went to the right area. I'm going to double check myself. I click batting stats. Oh no, real life stats is right here. I still don't think I saw that for Ponce though, because I looked there first. Yeah. Okay, fake guy, fake player. And then Santos, Sergio Santos. Remember him? Oh man, he was a G. He was a G for a minute, and like for a real like minute, not the slang version which actually means a longer time. He was a G for just a brief period, but man, it was fun. Relievers, man, they can burn quickly. They can have that great period though where they're just lights out, and it kind of goes. That kind of further explains why they didn't become starters. Usually because of Arsenal depth, but sometimes, and then when you're going all out too, that plays a role for sure in their burnout. Like they're just full bore. You know, every other night basically. Yo, platinum stick, let's go. They didn't pop that up. Do they not pop it up after you do it a million times? It's like, oh, you're used to this. Hayward, Jason Hayward wins Rookie of the Year. Yo, the wrench with the White Sox. Hey, they don't have his nickname? How do they not have his nickname? The Wrench. Alan Wrench. Such a great nickname. I loved Alan Craig, man. He was good for a minute too. Again, the actual minute. He was a late bloomer and injuries ate him up. It was unfortunate. Oh, he's from the 2009 draft. Okay, I wasn't sure if he was already in the org or not. Anyway, we have Chris Coughlin. That happened in real life too. And he went to Colorado. Dang. Yeah, he put up out there. Damn. He's like 350, 450, 550, which is even better. Joe Madden gets an award. Buddy Black. Okay, so the real guys. Johnny Cueto wins a Cy. Let's go. Man, we're finding all the players I like, man. I'm a big Johnny Cueto fan, too. He was so good. Damn, he killed it. Okay. And then Lincecum. There you go. There you go. Imagine if he had held up longer, too. He was awesome. He was awesome for a whole minute. Again, used the wrong way. I'm sorry. I keep using that slant. I keep using it as the real way because they didn't play long. Tim Mock. I saw this guy. He popped up. He's a fake player too. He was the #1 prospect though, and holy shit, did he pan out, dude. So he's just out of nowhere. This is like I think I clicked fill minor league teams with fictional players. I wonder if he just. Some good, some bad. I figured when I put that it would all be mediocre to bad guys. I guess it's just a mix. And you could land on Tim Mock, the God. Prince Fielder gets NL. Did we get any votes? Oh, yeah. Okay. Birdman, we're ready. 2011 MVP coming straight at you. Now that's a way to go into an all-star break, baby. Let's go. Highest vote getter. Grady Sizemore. Let's see what's drawing so many votes. Click on that. 90 games in, and we played 91, so very healthy. 19 homers, 62 ribs, 62 runs, 5 for 10 on the bases. His base stealing is plummeting at this point. He doesn't know when to go. I don't know. I mean, that's 28 for his last 52. Or no. That's not right. I'm an idiot. I don't know what math I was doing, but whatever it was made literally no sense. It's 18 for his last 36. I think I was just adding 10, which isn't. It's still dumb. Still very dumb. 300, 400, 500 for a 1036 OPS, career high. Already has 5 wins. I'm telling you, 2011's the MVP year, baby. Let's get it. Obviously, we're starting the All-Star game. Let's move this up here. Let's read all first. I knew I was going to go back to the bottom, and I was like, I should just wait. It's okay. Click on this. National League. Obviously, we're starting. I just wanted to kind of see what else was going on. Might as well. Just for fun and because he's my favorite player ever. Let's take a check on Curtis. If I could spell. Let's just take a quick gander at Curtis. Still with the Tigers. Good. I love to see that. They probably signed him. 8-year $136. This is what I'm saying with regards to Grady. Just, he needs to have mega low greed for his rating. Holy cow. By the way, Curtis, he's fallen on some hard times. It's unfortunate to see. Looks like a big strikeout jump has hurt him this year. Pretty mediocre BABIP. You know, he did change as a player type later in his career, but it was to a pretty heavy power source. So, you know, if he had like 20 homers already with these numbers, okay, obviously his WRC plus would be higher. But I mean, with the strikeout and walk rate, you would understand. But he's not transforming like that. It's all right. Not who the video's about. You know, I love you, Curtis, but I got to be focused on Grady here. And my boy's popping off. They don't have anything. Obviously, you guys can't answer right now. I'm not streaming this, but they don't have anything where you can kind of track the awards, do they? Because I would love to see if he's, you know, in the mix for MVP. I mean, obviously he is. He's having a banana season, but it'd be cool if there's like an MVP meter type thing. Second in OBP, second in WAR. Tell you what. Let's see if we can bring home an MVP. All right. Excellent season. League's best record. We love to see that. So we'll be facing the San Diego Padres at 89 and 73. Let's take a quick look at them. Just, I mean, again, I know it's not about the Cardinals, but let's just see what we're up against. Quite a team. Maglio, Carlos Gann. They got all my Tigers. Connor Jackson, Cameron Maven, Jose Reyes at the top of the lineup. Peavy. Stammen as a starter. Okay. Interesting. Chris Medlin. All right, let's see how great he did. You saw him a little bit on the side there, by the way. Let's just take a quick look at that. If you missed it. Batter WAR, 3rd. So it might not be that MVP, but I don't think they just go by WAR. You know, 9.0 to 7.8 WAR. Like that, you can talk. You can talk about the differences on that. Like that's not an automatic. This guy is much better type deal. So, 161 out of 162 games. Let's go with that health, baby. 33, 100, and 110 with a 287 average, 418 OBP, 555 slug, 8 WAR, baby. 8 WAR. Let's compare him to Joe Lowry. Who the hell is this? Fake player, I bet. Fake as hell. Yeah. Just kind of in the game and was a top 100 prospect. I mean, I don't know. I'm saying that like kind of angrily. I don't really care. I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's a different timeline. So, you know, if it was possible to revert time and start over in 2007, different things would happen. Different players would emerge anyway. So it's not like Grady Sizemore, for this to be pure, has to go up against the same talent pool. We know it's going to evolve differently as he does and as he has. Can we compare them by their stats or just their ratings? Okay, we can do stats. Excellent. Let's see here. So where does he make up the WAR difference? Was he just a better fielder? He's a center fielder as well. That makes it tough because you can really compare them so easily in that instance, because I mean 167 to 155, he got the WRC plus advantage, he got a win probability added advantage. That's tough. 33 homers to 27. You're not going to, oh, wow, 143 runs. So he's like a leadoff type, obviously. So he got the more plate appearances despite missing some time. It's that dang defense. You can't compare defensive stats. Let's see what Lowry's looks like, because it had to be quite good to pull this off, I think. All right, so he's 3.0 range, 8.6 zone rating, and 1.28 efficiency. Try to generally remember those as we go look at Grady. Oh yeah. I mean, that's a big advantage. Is there there's no like catch-all number? Like they don't have outs above average yet. I imagine that would be hard to program. But yeah, so that's where the advantage is. I don't think, and there was also somebody in between them. Who was the other guy? Michael Brantley, who also had a great season and was better offensively. So it's a 3-horse race, though. I really think it is. Let's hit the playoffs. Let's see what we can do in the playoffs here, and we'll hang out together for it. We'll watch it live. We'll go until the playoffs end. Did I click that? I don't think I did. Till the playoffs end. I say live instead of doing a cut is basically all I mean. We have the Padres as the wild card. We're up 2-0. Oh, 3-1. Diced them. Giants diced the Nats too. Joe Lowry gets smoked. Of course, the awards are already voted on, right? So a great playoff is not going to change the fate of that, which I think is fair, because it would lean so much to the guys who are in the playoffs, and players who aren't in the playoffs would like never win, which I don't think you have to make the playoffs to win individual awards. I think it can be used as a tiebreaker. You know, you got 9 wins versus 8.6 wins. One team made the playoffs, the other didn't. They're basically the same player. Give me the guy, who's pushing in playoffs. Like, I think that's okay. I think that's fair. But to use it as an automatic disqualifier, that if you didn't make the playoffs, you can't win MVP or Cy Young, I think that's whack. I think that doesn't make any sense. Let's go! World Series win. That's pretty cool. Again, not even really planning to do that. That's not the goal of this video, but Grady Sizemore goes to the Cardinals, pulls the World Series. Let's see how he did round by round against the Padres, Giants, then the Twins. Twins overcame the Yankees. See, this is a different world, isn't it? Twins overcame the Yankees and made the World Series. Now that's something Twins fans can dream about. Steven Strasburg's in Detroit. Let's go. That would have been amazing. All right. Holy smokes. Okay, we got fantastic score, 925. We got that. Okay, we got all sorts of good stuff there. Look at that. Look at that cuteness. Cool. Look at Grady up here at the top. Him and Albert both went with 7.8 WAR. That's pretty bananas. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That's neat. I've not won a World Series this year. Like I got my own offline franchises I'm running. I don't have a World Series, so I didn't really build this team though. It's still cool. I'm not taking credit. I'm not gonna go post it on Twitter like, yo, I'm amazing at ODB. Waino and Juan Maltos were our beast pitchers. I mean, Daniel Hudson was good too. I'm just saying, like the 2 top dogs there. Brian Roberts still beasting. Cool. Well, Grady, let's see if you can pop an award here. I think you should get something. I don't know if he's gonna get MVP though. Let's sim up to that and figure out if we got an MVP. Okay. Well, we got an MVP, but it wasn't who I thought it would be. Big Al said, hey, don't forget about me. I got 7.8 WAR. I got a 169 WRC plus, 40 homers, 137 ribs. I'm the MVP. Okay, fair enough. We got pitcher of the year with Maltos, who was a monster. 237 ERA, .95 whip, bananas. Manager of the year. And then Kelvin Herrera. I looked at his numbers earlier. He was insane. Yeah, look at that. He was just nuts. 46 shutdowns. Only 6 meltdowns. 44 saves. That's a season right there for the 21-year-old. Absolutely bananas. Well, let's see where Sizemore finished in the MVP. Oh, it was literally the one that was already selected, and I'm like looking for it. Okay, he fell behind the other two that we talked about. Okay, that's fair. Again, I mean, I'm advocating for somebody with 7.8 WAR. His own teammate had 7.8, and he wins it. So at least it wasn't out of bounds to suggest that a 7.8 WAR guy could win it. But damn, these Cardinals were good, man. They got Maltos in there as well. Whew. Who won here? Alex Rodriguez? No surprise there. Chad Tracy putting up a season worthy of MVP consideration. Dom Brown. Casey McGee just continues to be like way too good. What the hell's going on? Casey McGee is a G. All right. 2012 All-Star break is probably when we'll jump in again. Wait. We didn't get the playoffs. I don't think we can get the box scores anymore, but we can still get the playoffs. Game type. All right. Postseason. Sort by plate appearances. Dang it, I wish I had gotten those box scores. I'm an idiot. I went too far. It's November 10th. Well, maybe I can still get it. I'll go look. Hang on. Actually, let me look before I do that. No, it's already on the off-season center. What if I go to standings? Playoffs? Oh, got it. Let's go. All right, Division Series. Greatest. 6 for 16. Homer, Ribby. Great slash line. Excellent series. Oh, what's the MVP? Thank you very much. And then next series. I'm an idiot. We're over here this time. 3 for 24. Okay, struggled. Let Big Al carry the load. He said, yo, Big Al, you got this. After all, you're the league-wide MVP, right? Johnny Gomes coming in clutch with a couple homers. And Grady, for his part, hit a homer as well. So it's not like he did nothing. How was he against San Francisco on the season, by the way? They kind of had his number, man. They walked him a little bit, but they had his number. Okay, fair play. And then in the World Series, back over here. And he did very well. The average and OBP aren't off the charts. Like Johnny Gomes over here, who probably got the MVP. Yes, he did. But he hit 3 homers. He's contributing big time. Nobody's upset about this World Series performance and the overall playoff performance then from Grady. Let's go back to that real quick just to get the composite numbers. I know some of y'all like to view it like that. 5 homers, 9 ribbies, 10 runs, 12% walk rate. 22% strikeouts, 234, 329, 500, with 2 excellent series and 1 dud series. San Francisco locked him up, but he's still contributing big time in 2 series. Now we will return at the 2012 All-Star break. Ruh-roh. This elbow is becoming a bit of a problem. Well, assuming it was the same elbow. This is a sore elbow, 5 weeks. Damn. Can we see all our injuries? News involving player? No. Oh. Suffers injury. Injury news. Oh, that's just from this year, though. All right. It's the second time that he's been hurt. Oh, it's down here. I'm such a dumbass. Yeah, he's day-to-day. He went on the... it was torn quad that got him. This is just sore elbow day-to-day. Okay, then that's fine. It's not fine, but it's not the end of the world. I thought he had an extended injury with the elbow. Oh, here it is. The elbow strain, 2 weeks. Okay. That was years ago, though. I said it's starting to become like it... What an overreaction. It's starting to become a problem. Every 5 years, like clockwork, this is going to plague us. All right, well, 12 games into the season. who's off to a, fantastic start, but it's 12 games. So we'll see. We'll play through the injury. We'll figure it out. I'm not going to say anything about whether or not he's going to make the All-Star team because of the injury. We'll just see what happens. I can only imagine how many of you are watching this that know your way around OOTP and are just like, Paul, you're so stupid. There's an injury tab right here where we can get all of them. I'm an idiot. Anyway, he also suffered a mild hip strain at some point after the sore elbow. Or not at some point, late August. I said at some point as if I don't know. But anyway, here's how the season went. Still pretty good. 122 games. He missed 5 weeks. Then kind of another week basically with the hip strain. So down to 11 homers, 14 steals. I didn't even notice that last year. He got back on track running. Much better. 12 for 18 will definitely work. 14 for 19, that's fine. Still an equal strikeout to walk ratio, which is brilliant. You love the 408 OBP. I love kind of this evolution as, almost kind of a Joey Votto type right now, whereas power isn't off the charts this year because of probably because of the injury playing a little bit of a role. And I mean, Joey Votto didn't have probably, well, actually no, he probably had about this kind of a power peak, and obviously now he's finding a new power peak this year. Actually, I'm gonna just look it up. Oh, let's just see how Votto's doing. Let's just do that. I don't have to go on Baseball Reference. Oh, he's retired. What? What? What the hell? Oh, storyline. Oh, he freaking went and just did something. Oh, I missed that. I know I can't get it. I just looked just in case. Oh my God. He just like gave it up to go be a freaking priest or something. That is wild. I can still look at his real life stats, which is what I came here to do, but oh my God, I wanted to see more. So yeah, I mean, he only had 130 homer season in like his power. Oh no, there's a second here. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back. Anyway, this is kind of a Joey Votto evolution for Sizemore right now. He's 30 years old. This equal strikeout to walk ratio. Really dialing in on that patience. 5-win season. Power still would have paced out, easily for a 20 homer season. I mean, we can just do it real quick. 488 times 668. Hang on. 11 divided by 488 times 668. That would pace out to a 15 homer season, actually. Okay, so not as much. So, again, that's a little bit more down the line for Votto, where the power wasn't really popping off, but he was still an excellent player. So, yeah, still good. We're going to the playoffs again. They're really freaking good. But I'll come back at the end of the playoffs. I don't think we're going to win any awards or anything. I do want to see how he does in the playoffs. Here's the thing. If it's a first round exit, I'll just go to the awards. If it's, at least 2 rounds, then we'll see how he did, just because it's fun looking at his playoff stats. I mean, they've been good consistently, which is awesome. So that's fun to look at. But yeah, I like checking that part out. Is there a way to look at postseason stats like on their own? Yes. There you go. He's had 2 postseasons, and he's a freaking monster. That's incredible, dude. People be bugging out about that on MLB Network. Like, yo, Sizemore in the playoffs, you don't want to mess with him. He's gonna get you. So we'll see how the Cardinals do. Hopefully another World Series, and then some series MVPs for Sizemore. Oh, Seth Price got hurt. I will say we're in the World Series, or it's over. I don't know. Let's see here. We're getting run up by the Yankees in the rematch, though. I did know that they were down a few games, so let's see. Let's just finish it off. Let's see. Oh, sweep. Dang. Okay. Well, let's check out how Grady did, because that's all we really care about, right? Oh, I want to see. Hey, I'm selfish. Sorry. My Tigers made the wild card game against the Yankees. They couldn't beat them. Did Strasburg get to throw in it, though? Because he's been incredible. He might win Cy Young for them. No, they had to go with some guy named Renfro. Nick Renfro. I've never seen it with a T there, Renfro. They have Jason Worth, Danny Valencia, Dan Ugla, and this is not the Tigers. That's so wild. But hey, they got Strasburg. Unfortunately, couldn't pitch in the playoffs. Anyway, Grady time. We faced the Giants. Oh, they had his number last year, remember? Oh, he gets his revenge. Holy smokes. 4 homers. 4 of his 5 hits go yard. 278, 350, 944. Series MVP. Let's go. In 5 games. How'd he do in game 5? He hit a homer. Like, how clutch was it, though? It's every guy in the room made without all... Yo, team player. What a stud. How you gonna put you gonna replace him for defense late in the game in game 5? What if his spot in the lineup had come up again? Oh, it was in the 10th inning, so it's probably the bottom of the 10th. Yeah, I see it right here. Okay. Well, so it was a 10th inning homer that decided the game. I'd say that's pretty clutch. I'd say that's kind of clutch, clutch-ish, clutch adjacent, perhaps. Yo, look, so, okay, check this. Chris Sale has come into the league as a reliever the way he did in real life, but he's stuck there. And this is something that happens in real life. My boy, Saris writes articles and has talked on his podcast about how the bullpen is sticky, meaning when a guy goes in there, it can be difficult to get out. We've seen guys do it. It's not never. He just says difficult. And it looks like it happened with Sale here. I mean, he's going to be a godlike closer, I would imagine, right? He's already got 2 30-save seasons. He'll be amazing, but if you can start him, you got to start him. So, all right, well, let's see how it went in the LCS. We're on this side now. Sizemore, 4 for 15, no homers, 3 ribbies. Solid, obviously. Big OBP, getting on base, doing his thing. I wonder how many runs he scored because it doesn't show that there. That was what he was focused on. Hey, a pitcher gets a series MVP. I think that's the first time of our series MVPs that's been a pitcher. And Maltos doing his thing. And then in the World Series, obviously we got hammered. Did Grady do anything? I mean, wasn't his fault. I'm just saying. I mean, it wasn't the pitching then? Oh yeah, Maltos got eaten. Dang. Maltos got eaten up. I mean, a lot of the pitching did. Because it had to be that. I'm looking up all these offensive numbers. I'm like, what the heck did they lose? 11-4, 4-1, 3-0. I guess the offense... Oh, this is where they kind of made up ground here in this crazy game to finish it. Because the offense really wasn't kicking that much before. 1 game in a 4-game set, though, can completely flip your offensive numbers. So that explains it. All right. Well, I tell you what. If he makes the All-Star team, I'll stop briefly in 2013 for that. Otherwise, we'll get to the end of the season. We'll start to pick up the pace a little bit here, so it's not like a 9-hour video, especially if he ends up having a Hall of Fame 20-year type career. We have a first. Grady's been suspended 4 games. Happened on 8/6. Let's try to backtrack. Let's figure out when this happened. Let's see if we can find the inciting incident. Maybe it's this one here, where he only batted twice. Does it say if he was ejected? Do they have ejections? Oh, he was a pinch hitter. Damn. I really want to write this story of the ejection. So I'm trying to figure out, was there a fracas, perhaps? He did not make the All-Star team, by the way. I don't see us having gotten in a fight. I'm just trying to figure out where he might have gotten angry. Maybe you think he yelled at somebody at the end of a game, an umpire, and told him some unkind words? I don't know. Any other? It happened on. Oh, that was back on 8/6. Oh, hang on. Okay, wait. It might have just been after the 8/6 game. Maybe the suspensions happened right away. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, he's fucking livid, dude. Oh, okay. Bench clearing brawl with Zambrano. Grady ain't putting up with that shit, dude. Do not hit Grady. I love it. I support it all the way. I don't support violence, okay? Don't fight. I'm so anti throwing baseballs at guys, though. And I know it's a two wrongs don't make a right situation to say I'm glad that he goes out there. But, like, I don't know. I kind of, in a weird way, I support that. Just like, obviously, this is a fictional game, whatever. I'm talking more real life. It's like, it depends on the circumstances, but you're not going to be having some coward up there throwing baseballs at you with no repercussions. And sadly, because some of these guys are cowards, sometimes it does take going out there and kind of showing what's up. But obviously violence in sports that, I know football has inherent violence. So does, hockey, even basketball. Basketball is a lot rougher and tougher than people think. I think people think of it, especially nowadays, like as soft. It still takes a beating on your body. So I'm not talking about that part of sports. I'm talking about fights, basically. Again, throwing baseballs, people, is so cowardly. And I would say that about the greats from back in the day that were, like, known for throwing. Cowards. That's so lame. You're not tough. There's nothing tough about throwing a baseball at somebody because they hurted your feels when they hit it a home run. Like, that's lame. We should not have heralded that. And so you throw at me, I'm going to let you know what's up, So Grady had to do that. So he's going to serve his suspension like a champ. Be back in 4 games, and I'll give you an update on what he's been doing. He's having a good season. He has a 4-win season. Like, let's not... age 31, a 4-win season with still a month plus left is a hell of a year, right? Nobody is batting an eye at that. So, yes, the peak looks like it's over, and unfortunately, he did not get that MVP that we were hoping for, but this has been a brilliant career, and I'm very happy with this resim. And I can't wait to continue. So we'll see where we are in the Cardinals playoff situation. I'll probably go sim through the playoffs and then be back. No! Strained rotator cuff, out 6 weeks. That effectively ends his season. I think he'd come back for the playoffs, because he's, on the team into September. Even if he wasn't, I think there's those workarounds have come in to get guys in. So, 6 weeks, though, that's a long time. Actually, no. What am I talking about? That would be like the end of the World Series. So that's going to be the end of his season. That's a huge bummer. 19 homers, 14 steals, 14 for 19 again on the bases. Good stuff there. Excellent year, 4.5 wins, 139 WRC plus, getting on base like crazy. So that's cool. It is a bummer that it kind of comes down like that. Here's a look at the leaders, at least through September 15th, or 14th, I guess. This is the 15th. You see Big Al having a brilliant season, of course. He's all over the place. He's leading in WAR, like he's taking over. Danny Duffy, Kevin Gossman have come over and just been awesome. They would have been drafted, right? 24th pick. He fell to the 24th pick, and he's been a beast. What about Danny Duffy? He would have been drafted too, right? 2010, 26th pick. So those late round picks have turned very nice very quickly. Same with Herrera, right? I would imagine as well. Another draftee. 4th round, of course. Yeah, he's a reliever, so he comes later. So yeah, they're really panning out in the draft there. So okay. Going to be back, honestly, all-star break of 2014, unless there's something to interrupt for, of course. All right, he's a Met now. That's really it. 4-year, $49.5 million deal. Going into his age 32 season, so 32, 33, 34, 35. Could still get one more multi-year deal if he's, like, really good, but he'd have to be, like, on a Hall of Fame track. And it would probably be from the Mets if he did really well. Otherwise, probably going to go year to year, assuming we get through all 4 years. So just wanted to fill in that expect the Mets now. By the way, Cardinals did make the World Series. Got swept by the Tigers. So they got swept back-to-back World Series. So it's like, good for them for making it. Actually, I think I can show it. Good for them for making it, but get murked. Get murked by the best team in the world. I'm like trying not to make this a 9-hour freaking epic, but then the Tigers win the World Series, and I'm like, oh, we got Brandon Webb, Steven Strasburg, and Justin Verlander. Are you kidding me? So they did it the same way, just different names, where they just had devastatingly good pitching and you know, quality hitting. I mean, they had some pretty elite hitters too. Like there's no Miggy here, there's no Utley, or I saw Utley. There's no Maglio. Granderson and Avila are really the only two, but then Utley comes in. He was a god. Tim Mayer, I don't know who that is. I know who Danny Valencia is. Is he like something now? Okay, so he had a different trajectory where he eschewed his giant platoon split that he had throughout his career. All right, anyway, I knew I'd derail. I did it. I'm sorry. He's a Met now. Okay, time for a quick update here. It's the end of 2014. I'm going to do multiple seasons before the next update, but I just wanted to give a little rundown here of where we're at. The awards are pending. It was a good season. It was a solid season on a bad team. 254, 384, 452, 7 WAR, which means defense is popping off. Base running's been good. I think he's getting better as a defender. Maybe not. Honestly, maybe it's just the offense is that useful, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, I didn't think a 146 would necessarily net 7 wins. So I just figured defense and base running have to be a part of it. I mean, it's not bad defense, but it's not, holy cow, how are you so great at defense here, you know? So I don't know. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with it. It's been awesome. Here's the look at the ratings right now after the age 32 season. And still hanging in there, looking great against righties and, you know, not so much against lefties, but that's okay. It's carrying him to be this devastating against righties. He had a 921 OPS against righties. That bred 5.6 WAR. And then another 0.3 against lefties. So 5.9 from the hitting, almost another full WAR from base running and defense. I mean, 18 for 25 on the bases is good. So, okay. So again, I don't want this to be a 9-hour epic, because then nobody would stay till the end except maybe like one person. Probably me. I would like watch the whole thing again because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'm going to go a few years in. We'll see where he's at. Obviously, there's huge catastrophic news or like he wins an MVP at age 33 or something. I'll jump in for that. But otherwise, we'll do a recap after another 2, maybe 3 seasons, depending. All right, this is good news, bad news update. Yeah, season's over, 2017. You see right here on Team's Top Players, Grady's there. Boom, let's go. Age 34 season. I think it'll be, yeah, right? Let's see. Yeah, age 34 season. 31 homers, 90 ribbies, 106, 90 ribbies, 106 runs, 12 for 19 on the bases. By the way, last year, the year before, a little bit of a few injury hiccups. 20, 63, 103, 24 on the bases there. Still an excellent season. 6 wins, 7 wins this year. I mean, I said in the intro, it was a Hall of Fame trajectory. And I'm right. We're on a Hall of Fame trajectory at this point. However, fragile. Injuries are starting to pile up. It's 35, though. Come on. I mean, you know, we're not surprised at this. I can go here. Yeah, I know this now. And let's see. You guys didn't see. Look at 2016 was a fucking nightmare. It was just one after. No. 2017 was this year. Just a bunch of knick-knack little things. I guess both years kind of, because it was the same amount of games. But he's still playing over $140. By the way, I got to go over some of the players that are on this team. This is supposed to be a quick update, but I really want to talk about them. 146, 148. 2 great seasons, though. I mean, he's still so freaking good. It's kind of reminding me of like a lot of players. The first one that jumps out of mind, I want to say like Chipper Jones. Like even when he would miss time, he was still excellent. But anyway, the Mets have Miguel Cabrera, who went from Florida to Pittsburgh to the Mets. He's been with the Mets for a while. Not quite like Hall of Fame super duper duper star, but like really, really good player. Corey Seager, I presume, drafted. I mean, has to be, right? No shot he was around at the very beginning of this when they picked 5th overall. Giancarlo Stanton. Are you kidding me? Like, this is wild. Who Pittsburgh also had. I don't understand. So he comes over to New York, goes 51, 147. Just beasting out of his mind with the power there. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then the pitching, Juris Amelia's a starter. Okay. Weird pitching. Max Scherzer's here. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. By the way, I wanted to show you, they did make the World Series. Guess who swept them? Or not swept them, the Tigers. Okay, they were up 3-0, and then I hit escape. And since the season was over, I thought only one game played. So my bad on that. I didn't mean to overhype it and say the Tigers swept. They did not. I didn't know it would fast forward 3 games there when I did the escape. I guess I hadn't updated. But let's do what we normally do. Let's take a look at how Grady performed in these playoffs here. 0-for-4 in the wild card game, no big deal. He was picked up by the rest of the squad. Then in the division series, where's Grady? He didn't play the whole time. He hit a homer. Did he get hurt? Was one of those injuries in October and I just wasn't paying attention? Elbow contusion day to day, 10-7. That would have been right around this time, I believe. Let's go to game log. Yep. Okay. So that explains it. Plus it was a 3-game sweep. So I guess he only missed 1 game. I'm bugging out. But maybe like a game and a half type deal. He played in this game. Let's see. Did he come out of it in the middle? Yeah. So he came out of this game early. Hit a home run. Looks like a leadoff homer. And then dipped. And then missed this game. So that's fine. That's fine. Was he back for the LCS though? I presume. Yes. Elbow contusion didn't keep him out that long, did it? It did? Oh wait, no. I'm an idiot. I was on the wrong side. There he is, and he was great. 1,000 OPS, homer, 5 hits, couple ribs. And then in the World Series, 6 games against the Tigers. He wasn't great. 174, 286, 391, but he still takes his walks even when he's not doing his best. Because, I mean, you got over a 100-point split between the OBP and average. I'm not going to pretend that it was a great series or anything. I'm just saying, like, it certainly wasn't catastrophic. By the way, Miguel Cabrera got World Series MVP despite the Tigers winning. That's kind of interesting. Strasburg got absolutely torched. So did Darvish. Again, the Tigers really winning in the same way with pitching. But they couldn't find anybody to give it to. Nah, that's kind of wild. Anyway, again, back after a good bit of simming here, unless something excellent like playoffs or awful happens, which hopefully it's not that. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. Age 35 season coming up 2018. All right, we reached the end of the road. 19 seasons and 99 days. Well, yeah, I guess that's, yeah, I'm looking right here, 19 years. Age 41. I mean, you put together the full career. Is it Hall of Fame worthy? Yes. Yes is the answer. Yes. Why am I throwing up my hands like, I don't know that? It is. 266, 388, 477 for his career, 427 homers, 306 steals, 89 WAR. That's massive. That's a big number, man. 67.7, called 68 WAR is his jaws. 53 is the average Hall of Fame center fielder. Doesn't have as much black ink or gray ink, but hits the standards there. Not on the Hall of Fame monitor. So, you know, a mixed bag there. I don't think it's a slam dunk. But as somebody who greatly values OBP, I would put him in. By the way, just finishing up there on the stats. From Cleveland to St. Louis to the Mets to the Cubs, Tampa Bay for a half season. This was not injury. They signed him late. Toronto, and then the Angels. And, you know, only below average once by 1 point. This was a brilliant career. And, you know, the average just kept coming down, but he still kept taking walks. The strikeouts weren't going through the roof. You know, the BABIP was getting low, as I'm sure the speed was decreasing. But not even that much. So I wonder why the BABIP was staying so low. For him, you know, he's still got some pretty good numbers against righties, but this is a hell of a career, man. Bounced all around. Let's take a look at those. Oh wait, hang on. Let's go back this way. Let's take a look at those full. I'll just find them here. Whatever. Let's take a look at those full postseason numbers too. Go here. Go postseason. Made it with the Mets and the Cubs, as well as what we looked at with St. Louis. I think we looked at one of the Mets playoff runs too. Bottom line was 296 plate appearances with 18 homers and 10 steals, 267, 382, 534. So tack on 3 WAR in the playoffs, and you could kind of make a case that that's like counted as like a 1.5x, 2x type of deal in terms of impact, right? Because doing that well in the playoffs, that's huge. And you see here a 162 game average. He basically put up a 7 WAR season. So he basically put up like his peak season as a playoff player. That's incredible. In fact, what was his peak season? His top season was an 8 WAR campaign when he went 287, 418, 555 with 33, 100, 110, and 12. His best fantasy season was probably this one here with the 30-30 season. Yeah, 85 ribbies, 106 runs, 308 average. Pardon me, it is very late. So I'm kind of on the on the back end of the gas tank here. So, I mean, I mess up things even when I'm completely wide awake. So I can't even use that as an excuse, but I want to. Let's see here. 5 times player of the week, 1-time batter of the month, 5-time best hitter at position, which is the Silver Slugger, 3 playoff series MVPs, including a World Series, 1 championship win, 6 All-Stars. I mean, just an excellent career. I think it's a really excellent career that, if it's not Hall of Fame, is at least 2,500 hits, by the way, is at least right there. Now, do they make them wait the standard 5 years? That I do not know. I'm gonna jump off to kind of figure that out. You know, I'm gonna take a cut and see where it goes, because I got to see if he makes the Hall of Fame before we wrap this up. Obviously, we cannot leave that open-ended. I will ask, what do you guys think? Would you vote this player? Let me go back to his stats. Would you vote this player for the Hall of Fame? You know, it's not like one great thing where it's the 500 homers or the 3,000, 25,000 or 2,500 hits though is really, really good. And the near 400 OBP is freaking fantastic. I mean, 89 WAR. Let's try to put that in some comparison really quick with some other outfielders. I'm going to go to one that I know is in the Hall of Fame real quick so I can get to the list I want. And we go down here. Thought I was going the right place, but I was not. Oh, you know what? I did right fielder. I did, because I went to Vlad's page. Let's go to center field just for actual one-to-one comparison's sake and talk about WAR totals around the 89 of Sizemore. Okay, well, it's more than a guy you may be familiar with named Ken Griffey Jr. It's just a JR with a period at the end of his name. I never heard of this guy. But yeah, more WAR than Ken Griffey Jr. More WAR than Trout. Now, Trout has not finished his career. He already has 76 WAR, which is freaking insane. More WAR than Beltran, who I think has a deserving case. More WAR than Kenny Lofton, who I think should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way. Same with Andrew Jones. Hall of Famers Duke Snider, Andre Dawson, Richie Ashburn, and Billy Hamilton, not that one, are blown away by about more than 20 WAR, more than 24 WAR for Sizemore over them. He blows Kirby Puckett out of the water. Larry Doby. Now, Doby's also in for, you know, his historical purposes player role too. He's a badass. He was the first American League black player. So, you know, that let's put him off to the side as far as comparing numbers to numbers. There's other reasons to put him in addition to being a fantastic player. He has more WAR than DiMaggio. 79.2 for DiMaggio. Okay, the only 4 center fielders in the Hall of Fame that he doesn't have more WAR than: Mays, Cobb, Tris Speaker, and Mickey Mantle. He's 5th. He's 5th at 89-1. Okay? He's a Hall of Famer for me. Left field here is where he finished, but we're putting him in as a center fielder. That's what they're judging him on Jaws. So we'll see. We'll see if he gets in, but this is a hell of a career. This was awesome. This was so much fun. This is what I really wish could have happened, because he deserved a great career. Let's see how Curtis has ended up, since we're comparing the two throughout this sim here. Let's see. Curtis Granderson is also retired. When did he retire? He retired after 18. He went to the Mets, which is interesting, but he played mostly with Detroit. One season with Boston. He had a hell of a career too, though not quite as good as his real life career ended up being, because I think he surpassed 300 homers. Yeah, he hit 344, and he only ended up with 297 in our sim. So he ended up being a little bit worse. Although 803 OPS for his real life career, 802 here. So pretty close there. It looks like just a little bit of the volume and the fact that he never broke out into that 40 homer realm, which he did twice with the Yankees. He was close there with 36. Hell of a career for him as well. So we'll see what happens with the Hall of Fame. But this was a great sim no matter what. All right, here we go. It's 2028. Hall of Fame voting. He does have the highest jaws of any player that is eligible right now. I'm going to vote for him, obviously. That does not guarantee him getting in, by the way. I just have a vote. Just so people don't think I'm cheesing. Yo, Chris Coughlin, chill. What kind of career did he have? Oh, I accidentally selected Felix over and not the other guys. Okay, it did bring those guys. Okay, great. Yo, let's just look at Chris Coughlin's career real quick. Just a snapshot of it. He led the league in hits 3 times. Look at all this. Whoa, dude. I mean, he was in Colorado. I don't care, though, man. Colorado doesn't turn a scrub into a stud, right? You have to be a damn good player to still do well in Colorado. I think it's overrated, this idea that, like, put me in Colorado and I could hit like 250 or some shit. It's so dumb. Oh, we never really got to see. I wanted to see what his peak ratings were, because obviously that's the end of his career there. I thought there was a way to see. Actually, isn't there? Oh, I see some 70, 60, 65 action. All right. Am I gonna put a 10th? Zambrano won a Cy. I'm going to put him in on the power of the Cy. And you know what? I'm going to put Coughlin in for funsies. I shouldn't have said for funsies. I think that's the second time in this video I said for funsies. Posey wasn't that good, y'all. I can't really finagle him in. I'm gonna give Coughlin my vote. I respect him, DJ LeMahieuing. How was he outside, of course? Was he any good? 143, 126, 119. 3 good seasons right when he left. He was already 30 when he left, so I'm not going to hold it against him too much. All right, we're fine. That's it. We wanted to see where we're at with Grady. Let's get to the vote and wrap this sucker up. Come on, Grady Sizemore. By the way, congrats to the Cubs. I think they've won 2 in a row. One thing I didn't follow up on, because I've been simming a bunch, the Cardinals lost 3 in a row. You guys were aware that they lost 2. They lost a third World Series in a row, going Buffalo Bills style. And I think this is the second straight Cubs win, I believe. Lane Thomas has 53 homers. A year after he hit, what did I have? 60. Lane Thomas, like 5th outfielder type, really. All right, let's go to the news. Hall of Fame voting results. No, we didn't make it. Oh, man. Okay, but this is a great vote. I mean, this is tracking very well to get in. But I really don't want to end the video till it's decided whether or not he gets in. So, here we go again. It's 4:30 in the morning, but you know what? I'm finishing it. I'm finishing it before bed. All right, ballot number 2 for Grady Sizemore. Obviously, we're still voting for him. Chad Billingsley and Tim Mock. Remember this made-up guy who just got put in, I guess, to like fill the rosters, goes on to Texas, becomes a freaking Hall of Famer? I'm voting for him. Chad Billingsley, man, I was a big Chad Billingsley fan in real life. Oh, I only have 1 spot. Who got it? Oh, Tim Mock did. All right, Chad, I'll get you next year. I'll get you on the comeback. I'm voting fake player over a pitcher. I'm about to tell you how much I liked him. No, I'm not going to get too deep into it because we are over 2 hours. Gotta be at this point. Gotta be. Anyway, he was a beast. He wasn't as great in real life. Like, injuries kind of got him, but I really liked him. Tim Mock, I'll vote for you next year. I like Chad Billingsley, and he had a badass career here. Couldn't really vote for him in real life in good conscience, but here, absolutely can. All right, let's go, Grady. You got to get over the 75 this time. Come on. We waited to turn in our vote until the very first day, so I didn't have to sim that much. All right, let's see. Just Miggy. Damn. Grady went down. I think he was 68 last time. What are these people doing? Unbelievable. Oh, and Beltran doesn't get in. That's brutal. He only had 54 WAR. I mean, that I still think I voted for. I'm just saying it wasn't. It'd be more brutal if Grady doesn't get in. Oh, 54. That was 54 Jaws for Beltran. His total WAR. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing there. Beltran. His total WAR was 66. So still worse than ours. Okay, I gotta do another year. I gotta do it. Be right back. All right, y'all. This is actually the fourth shot. He went down again last year, 57%. This is alarming. Why is he going down? I don't get it. I really don't. Obviously, I want him to make it, but I also just... Why would he go down? He's been like the best player by Jaws. Not that that's the only thing. He's been the best player by Jaws every year that he's been on the ballot. That's what makes it so confusing. Twins win the World Series. Rockies won one, by the way. So that's a thing. Hall of Fame results. Oh my God. He went back up, but Chad Billingsley got in. Oh my God. I'm trying to go to bed. I mean, I know I could just stop it and do it. But at this point, I'm too deep. I got to see it through. So it's just as much my desire as anything else to see it through at this point. Even my voice is going, but that's okay. I don't take that as like a complaint. I chose to make this a 9-hour video, and y'all chose to watch it. Thanks. All right, submitting the ballot. Joe Lowry, by the way, talked about him many moons ago as a competing dope center fielder, and I'm voting him in. He'll probably get in first ballot. Oh, I'll be so angry. Come on, Grady. Or come on, voters. Don't be assholes. Gotta make the Hall of Fame. Perfect way to cap things. Maybe I can get some sleep. Got a big 12-hour stream on Friday. See where we're at. Check the news. Cueto and Lowry. Sizemore down again. What is going on? The voting is so inconsistent for him, too. And it spiked up to 70. I thought we're golden. And Joe Lowry freaking gets it. Now, he has more Jaws. He's got more WAR, too. Better player. They should both be in, though. How many MVPs did he get? None. Same as Sizemore. Oh my goodness. Everett Cabrera, actually kind of like a decent candidate. Whoa, 66 WAR. Okay. Good on you. You base stealing extraordinaire. Base stealer extraordinaire. Well, give me a 6th year. Is this the year? Let's see. Here we go. Hall of Fame voting results here in about 4 days. Jacob deGrom was on the ballot. He was dominant for Cleveland. So many players went, obviously, all sorts of different places because we started in 2007. So, all the current players weren't in the league. A couple were, but you know what I mean. All the younger impact guys. All right, let's see here. News. Hall of Fame voting results. Oh, you missed by 2%. Gotta be kidding me. I have to go to bed. I'll have to finish this in the morning, which doesn't affect you guys. You know, I'm not gonna make you wait. Record while I sleep. No, I just have to do it in the morning, though. I tried. 73. That's such a troll. That's such a troll when I'm trying to go to bed. That's such a troll. He's got to get it, though. He's got to get it. And it will be the cherry atop this video. I hope. Well, this is it. This is the next day. In real lifetime. It's many years down the road in the sim. And it's the last opportunity for Sizemore. He's had such a wild ride. We ended with the 73% last time. It went down to 45, then up to 68, down to 53. You wouldn't believe some of the guys that have made it. Not that they're not deserving, just some of the names are wild. I'm, of course, voting for them. I'm just going by the 10 highest jaws right now. I don't really care. I just want to get my Sizemore vote in. Can we finally get it? Let's go here so that when it comes back, we default on the news page. Come on, Grady. You deserve this, dude. Let's go, voters. Don't screw this up, man. He belongs in the Hall of Fame. Last chance. 10th season for Sizemore. I'm going to send the voting results, whether he makes it or not, to Jay Jaffe and see if he's ever seen such a topsy-turvy situation. Nobody got in. 71% and he's off. That's brutal. That's brutal. That's freaking brutal. He got robbed. All right. Well, let's put a bow on Career Rerun episode 2 here. Let me just show you the Hall of Fame a little bit here to show you who's been making it. There was a year where 5 players made it. He was not one of them, of course. Let's see. 5 players. Chris Nelson, 7-time Cy Young winner, Alex Wood. What? Christian Yelich, Jose Altuve, Andrew McCutcheon. Those aren't terribly surprising. Thor, Nola Longo, Ohtani, Trout, Freeman. By the way, Ohtani didn't really pitch. Yeah, he didn't really pitch, but he was just a brilliant hitter, so it didn't really matter. I want to save that screenshot. Fish Boy did his thing. Not quite as good, but still very, 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 very good. Actually, maybe just maybe as good. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Any MVPs? Just one though. But still great. Still Hall of Fame. But no Hall of Fame for Sizemore. Here's one last look at his numbers. Again, 427 homers, 1397 ribbies, 1817 walks to 2195 strikeouts, 306 stolen bases, 2,541 hits. I wonder how many 2,500 hit guys have not made the Hall of Fame, because I mean that's tough. That's really tough. I thought he deserved better. I'm actually kind of looking it up right now to see if I can quickly figure it out at least. No, there's a lot of guys that have 2,500 hits. There's 101. I know not all of them are in the Hall of Fame. I know that for sure. So that's not like a guarantee. I know it's not the same threshold as 3,000. I'm just saying. I wonder how many 400, 300 guys didn't make it. But listen, still a success. Wish we could have had this in real life for Grady Sizemore. He was pretty darn healthy too, like not an iron horse, but like the next level below, like very durable, great season spread across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. Really spent some time on 4 of them, and then bounced around those last 3 years. But I hope you enjoyed this. I know this was a super long video. Listen, if you made it to the end of this, which I understand that not everybody will, but if you did, type Sizemore was robbed in the comments, because Sizemore was robbed. Thank you so much for watching. Episode 3 I've already got planned. I'm already ready to record it, so it'll be out a few weeks after this one. Thanks for watching.